is going to be a freaking masterclass. If you have attended my previous live training sessions, live Instagram lives, you know that they're super valuable, but today is going to draw a line in the sand. I am inviting two of my most incredible trainees who have been building a successful practice. I am talking about recent PDP graduates, literally like super recent. Just a month ago, they've completed PDP. One of them is on her track to make 40K this month. She's only completed PDP a month ago. Another one is confidently charging 2000 INR per counseling session, and people are paying, and they are incredible with their skill set, expertise and mindset. Today's session is going to be a masterclass because these psychologists are here. I specially invited them to share their success secrets with all of you. What is it that they are doing differently? It is not the number of diplomas or degrees or certificates that they have. It is not the years of experience in the field. I am literally talking about psychologists who have started their practice after like 15-20 years of gap. I am talking about psychologists who have probably even done a master's from distance university and are today literally killing it in the field. I want you to meet them. I want you to get inspired from them. I want you to replicate their results multifold, like exponentially expand them. I want you to change your lives the way they have. So today's session is for you. Only join and stay till the end of today's session. If you are here to be the one in the counseling industry, if you are here to actually change lives, your own as well as your clients, if you are here to build a successful practice and nothing else, I'm not speaking about ordinary practices. I am not speaking about speaking from a space of limiting beliefs or fears. If that is what you want to do, today's session is not for you. But if you're ambitious, if you're driven, if you are committed, if you're determined, if you have it in you to actually follow the footsteps of some really successful psychologists, if you have it in you to become one, your own self, if you have it in you to collapse time, to take leaps, to actually fight with your fears or move with those fears, today's session is for you. So I am super excited and proud to invite my first PDP alumni, Rupali. Rupali has taken a gap in her profession, came back so much stronger. I mean, I look at these women and I am like, okay, what will I be doing in my 40s and 50s? They're so incredible. Today she is on her way to making 40K this September. She's only completed PDP a month ago. So many of you have felt so inspired with her journey. I brought her live. I want you to listen to this woman. She is so powerful. She's going to share her 6 secrets of building this successful practice with all of you. Listen to her. Sit with your paper and a pen. Do whatever you have to. But listen to this woman. She has changed her life. And listening to her is going to show you what is possible for you and even beyond. Let me invite her and let's get started. Till then, type a G in the chat box if you're with me, if you're good so far, if you're going to stay till the end and you are going to learn what Rupali is going to put down, you're going to pick that up. I have a good G in the chat box. Let's hear from this woman. Let's see what is she doing in the field. Awesome. She should be connecting super soon. Hi Neetu. Hi Harshal. I was thinking that I would share some strategies and everything myself, but I was like, okay, I have shared mine. I wanted to hear from the people who are actually doing it. I wanted to get like real-time inspiration from them. Awesome. Rupali, I'm sending you a request. See if you're able to accept it. Right. So there are 2 things. By the time Rupali is joining, I do want to share with you that there are 2 things that I talk about. Okay, the first one is, the strategy, the skill set and expertise that all of us talk about, which is super important. So marketing is one thing, mindset is one thing, and that's super helpful, that's super powerful. Even if I talk about my own journey, skill set and expertise has brought me quite far. But then after a certain point of time, there was a plateau. I didn't know how to, exponentially leap from here. Okay, now what next? I cannot be chasing, those same 2-3 goals again and again. I wanted to take this 10x, 100x. So expertise, skill set, amazing. It's incredible. I see so many psychologists having so much of experience and expertise, still charging just 200 to 300 INR per counseling session. So there comes the mindset game, because if you don't feel worthy of the level of work that you are doing, if you are undermining your own self-worth and not valuing that, how are you going to help your clients do the same? If you are not able to set boundaries yourself, if you are letting people text you, call you any time of the day, any time of the night, when a client comes to you, how are you going to feel that deep conviction to actually recognize where your client is going wrong or what are they doing and actually do that thing? So I am talking about embodiment. I am talking about, Rupali, I've shared the request again. I am talking about that when you are actually sharing something with your clients, there is not a conflict in your subconscious mind कि ऐसा तो मैं खुद भी नहीं करती हूँ. Even I don't do this particular thing. Even I compromise on my boundaries, and you know what? That's completely okay. It's not. If you are moving to the next level, it is not. If you're moving to the next level, it is not good to, if it is not right to undermine your own self-worth. So I want you to think about it as a psychologist. Are you undermining your self-worth? Are you compromising on your boundaries somewhere? What does your relationship with money look like? Is there a guilt or a shame associated with the same? Because tomorrow, if a client comes to you and you want to actually be able to help them, of course you can master the techniques and do that. But if you want to bring a real change, a real deep level of change, if you actually want to master and, I would say dominate the industry, that's going to happen with embodiment. That's going to happen by you becoming that person. That's why it's going to happen. I wouldn't even say becoming. I would say that's going to happen by you discovering your own self. You discovering what your strengths, your powers, and all of these things are. Okay, Rupali, do you want to maybe refresh your Instagram? Are you joining from phone? That's super important, because from laptop it will not allow. Okay, let me see again. I'm accepting your request. It should allow us. Instagram does this. It is Instagram's habit, but we don't give up. Try one more time. Then maybe refresh your Instagram and try joining again, and then we'll invite you. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Marketing is one thing, having a website, having an Instagram page, and all of those things are one thing. But not everybody who actually starts reaches the finishing line. If you are here listening to me right now, I want you to reach that finishing line. I don't want you to just start an Instagram page, post on it for a week, and then just ghost it saying, there is no scope in psychology. There are people out there. People are not going to come to me from my Instagram. These are all limiting beliefs. Anybody who tells you there is no scope is trying to give you a limiting belief of their own. Just because they have not been able to do does not mean that you cannot either. Anytime somebody tells me that, this is not possible, even when my parents told me certain thing, go become a CA, don't take medical or don't take psychology. I told them I'm going to prove you wrong, and I did. I was a rebel. Do not let somebody else transfer their limiting beliefs to you. If somebody says there is no scope, there might be no scope for them, but it does not mean that there is no scope for you. You are here to create your own scope, which is the reason I speak about community as well. It is so essential that you are in the right community as a psychologist. As somebody who wants to go to the top, you need to be very picky about the kind of other people in the industry that you're hanging out with, which is the reason even inside, there are values that we follow even inside our community, inside PDP. Rupali is not able to join. Not sure what is it with Instagram today. Okay. Do you have a different account, Rupali? Is this account public? Let's try for a few minutes. It should happen. I am accepting the requests. Try now. Okay, let's wait. Let's see. Okay, you've joined through a different. Let's see if it allows from here. Okay, perfect. Rupali is
Hi,
here.
ma'am.
Thank God.
Yes, thank
Awesome.
God I joined from another account. Thanks for suggesting on time.
No problem at all.
Yeah,
How are you?
yeah.
It's been long.
Yes, yes, of course. But anyhow, I don't know why in last interview also I was not able to see you, and this time again I'm not able to see you. But anyhow, we are going to carry on. No
I can
issues.
see you. I can see you.
Yeah.
I think for everybody else also, both of us are visible.
Yes, yes.
I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to the next
Thank
Instagram Live.
you.
I am
Thank you.
literally so
Just
excited. I mean, every time I have a message from Rupali, I know it is gonna be a win. And she's been updating me about it from like since forever. So a
yes.
superstar. She is there to, last in the field, guys. So listen to her carefully. Perfect, Rupali. Let's get started. Start telling us about, how did you step inside the field? How did you get, during this entire journey came across PDP? So let's start right from the beginning of your journey. I know you've come very far, but I want people to hear from you. So let's start from there.
Okay, ma'am. I think most of us already know that I was working as a teacher coordinator in very good and reputed schools of Delhi, and I worked for around 7 years with young children. I was teaching them, I was counseling them, and at that point of time, I didn't know that counseling is not just giving advices. I was doing it, and it was giving good results to the parents and to the children. So I was very much popular, and my principal, my staff were full of praises for me, and I was really enjoying my life, and I was earning well. I was financially independent. And after marriage, due to some responsibilities, joint family system, and other traditions, I had to leave the job. And that was the most triggering phase of my life. That uh, caused all kind of stress, anxiety inside me, because I was financially dependent on my husband. I was completely not socializing. I was all the time crying because I was only thinking that I was useless and worthless. I have no identity because I was doing so well in my career before marriage. So I had no hopes actually. So I don't know how it all happened in 2021. When Corona happened, I saw so many people going through a kind of grief and traumas of losing their loved ones. I started making calls. I started giving them a kind of talk therapy, though I know now its name, it was called talk therapy. That time I was just talking to them randomly, like in my neighborhood, with my relatives. And I still remember the way they were howling and crying, and I was trying to pacify them by telling them good words, speaking good words with them. So, somewhere that point of time I realized I want to do something in counseling, but I wasn't sure at all how to go about it. I talked about it with my friend. She said she advised me to join MA psychology from IGNOU. I completed MA psychology last year itself. But while I was completing MA in psychology, I was looking out for a platform which I could join. I could enhance my skills as a counselor, though I was under various kind of dilemmas, whether RCI license is required, what kind of skills and mindsets do this counseling psychologists have actually, how they practice, how they become so successful. So, all these things were going on in my mind. So after completing MA in psychology, I was looking for this kind of professionalism, an expert or somebody who could mentor me. While scrolling down through various Instagram posts, I just saw Psyche's post, and you were talking about confidence, how Psyche is helping to becoming a community, in making a community of confident and successful counselors. I also read your interviews, listened to them, all the interviews. I read all your posts one by one, day and night. I was just doing it and making notes of them. And but somehow again I was apprehensive whether I should be investing in PDP or is there any other way out. I compared PDP's curriculum with others institutes, and I found that PDP was giving me so much, and I was having so many authentic feedbacks. In fact, I won't lie, I even contacted few PDP trainees who had passed out, and they claimed that they are working well in their professional journey. So they all spoke very good about PDP, and then I got myself enrolled inside PDP, and it was completely a different transformation, an incredible experience inside PDP because I learned whatever I was aspiring for. And today I'm here sitting in front of you as a confident counselor, and now people are calling me successful as well.
Indeed, you are. I mean, I cannot express in words how proud I feel. You have quantum leaped, Rupali, like, a woman who has been on, I would say, a sabbatical for so many years. Literally, she rises up, she completes her, master's, she completes her program. Today, she's financially independent again. So the way you have actually worked on your limiting beliefs and fears that you earlier talked about, from calling your own self worthless to today creating a worth that people feel inspired from, it is huge. So today is
Yes.
about guys listening to Rupali's success stories. She has literally jotted down points for you. I want her to share all of these with you so that you also follow these footsteps. If Rupali can do it, you can do it too. Don't let anybody else give you their limiting beliefs that it's not going to happen. If she can do it, why can't you? So, also, Rupali, tell us about, how did all of this happen? What are the success secrets? How are you scaling to 40K months just within a month of completing PDP? What's happening?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, here I would like to give credit to the 6 factors that I have been consistently following. And I give those factors so much credit because they have fueled up my growth. And I would like to mention that I didn't learn these factors by attending any workshop of any motivational speaker or of a life coach. I learned everything, each and everything inside PDP. Uh, from your broadcast channels, the insights that you were giving us, all of us, during master classes, working inside breakout rooms, I have learned everything inside PDP. So begin with the first point. It is to become a confident and a successful counselor. According to me, the first and foremost point is developing expertise and desirable skill set. I chose PDP because it was giving me training in more than 12 plus modalities. It was giving me practical experience inside breakout rooms, and it was equipping me with more than 300 plus tools and techniques. So when I enrolled inside PDP, I got everything which I had just mentioned. And when I was progressing inside, I felt myself so confident day by day that I started taking up my first client within 3 months of within 2 months of completing PDP when I did graphology. Now I also developed the conviction and strong beliefs in whatever I started teaching my clients when I actually started practicing as a counseling psychologist. After PDP, when I got my first client, it wasn't at all difficult for me to make that conviction or to make that client understand what kind of techniques, modalities I am going to use on her, because I was so much, I had practiced all those modalities, techniques on my own self. So I was working on practicing what I was preaching. I wasn't saying anything which I was, coming to my mind randomly or spontaneously. I had practiced these modalities inside PDP. I knew when, why, how to use those techniques. Plenty of clients started coming to me with the same kind of issue, because I just mentioned that I'm specializing in dealing with issues like anger, anxieties, and relationships. So 10 people coming with same problem, but the same modality or the same technique I wasn't using with everybody. But what gave me this confidence to choose what to use with whom? It was about only the skill sets and expertise which I got inside PDP. Here, I would like to give an example of my client who came just last month. She had an issue of anxiety. After completing good 2 therapy sessions, in the third session, she said, रूपाली मुझे तो दोबारा से एंजाइटी के सिम्टम्स आ रहे हैं, वही शिवरिंग हो रही है, रात को नींद नहीं आ रही है, ओवर थिंक कर रही हूँ, और मुझे तो बहुत सारा दिन घबराहट रहती है, ऐसे कैसे चलेगा, आपने जितनी भी मेहनत मेरे साथ की है मुझे लग रहा है सब वेस्ट है. I was like surprised, but I was not, blank or stuck, because I knew at that point of time I had to start using hypnotherapy, because I knew what kind of results hypnotherapy gives to these kinds of patients and I have clients, and I have to work on their subconscious mind, where they had suppressed so much of agony, grief, wounds, hurts of their old life. So when just like any other person, she was having so many myths, so many doubts about hypnotherapy. But I was able to convince her about the whole process of hypnotherapy, because I got myself healed inside PDP in the breakout rooms, because I was having the same issues of anxiety, and they were so much deepened that it took so many sessions to my PDP friend, and she just conducted on me, and I just got completely healed. So when I discussed my experience with her, she got convinced, and when we ended up with the last session of hypnotherapy, she sent me a feedback which I had posted few weeks ago on my Instagram post, where she has clearly mentioned the kind of transformation she's feeling. She's also said that she could never believe that life could be anxiety free and stress free for her. In fact, she has plans to join back her family business, which she had to leave due to those anxiety attacks. So these convictions and strong beliefs about which technique, which skill you have to use, and tool you have to teach your client, comes only if you have worked under some guidance, some mentorship, some professional person. Number two, I would like to say the factor that has helped me is growth mindset. Again, Vishali ma'am has worked so much in developing, she keeps on working on developing the growth mindset of her PDP trainees, because it is so important. I'm telling you why. What I do is I write my goals on daily, weekly, and sometimes on monthly basis in my notebook. One should be clear about his or her goals. What strategies have to be applied to achieve those goals? All these things should be clear to us. Affirmations, which we have learned during our mindfulness classes inside PDP. I have made it a ritual to read out affirmations, and I'm posting every day on my Instagram story for my clients and for my audience, which I read out, because these affirmations are working as an accelerator towards my goals. Leave your comfort zone. Just leave your victim mindset and that scarcity mindset. And these words I have not made on my own. I have also learned from somebody who is a professional, and ये सब मेरे कहने से नहीं होगा, आपको एक proper professional guidance की जरूरत है, then only you will be able to develop that growth mindset, and that will help you to achieve all your goals, what you have planned for yourself.
Ali, can I pause you? I have a question here. So, for our audience to understand better, the growth mindset, can you give us an example? Like, for example, I know you've been a very courageous woman, somebody who at this age can start with masters and then go for PDP. That shows the level of leaps that you make in your life. But not everybody does that. So, I want you to give an example in your life to, all of us present here, if you can, where you have seen that earlier maybe you were not operating from a growth mindset in this sector, but when you changed and you did that, you saw incredible results or things changed for you. So can you give an example of that sort for us?
Definitely, ma'am. I'm coming to that point only because it's very important. The factors that I'm mentioning are going to reflect my self doubts also, as you have mentioned. That's my third point only. We need to work upon our own self limiting beliefs that hinder us, that stop us to take that leap. As you asked me the question regarding the growth, how it happened, how was it I was having it before, I would like to give an example here. While doing brand building modules homework with a team, my team members worked a lot on my self limiting beliefs, doubts, and fears which I was carrying inside me about posting on Instagram. They asked me, they used CBT to work upon my negative thoughts and to convert them into positive thoughts. They asked me various questions. How can people around you harm you? What kind of fears are affecting you? So I talked about all kind of scamming, trolling, criticizing. And when I got answers to all those questions, which were hindering me to post and use social media as my for my growth, when I after doing that homework with my teammates inside PDP, I started posting on Instagram, and I was so happy and excited when I received my first client from my post itself. I got my first client on seeing my graphology post, and I earned my first salary from her, and it was an amazing moment of my life. So this is the third factor that I would like to mention, that we need to fight with our self-limiting beliefs, because they are the most important things which you need to diminish from your life. If you have any kind of doubts and fears, ask yourself, what is stopping you? Ma'am, does that give answer to that question?
Absolutely, absolutely, Rupali. You have given us an example of a complete embodiment. How you worked on your own self, shown up on social media, signed up your own client. So when you step into your growth mindset, anything is possible. And just like Rupali said, when you feel that fear, when you feel like you're still in your comfort zone, see what is stopping you from taking the next big step that's gonna take you to your next level. Work on it and take the leap. Incredible,
Yes, ma'am.
Rupali. So,
Absolutely.
perfect. Let's just move ahead.
Yes, yes. So, ma'am, now the fourth factor, which is again very important for a counseling psychologist, I know, is setting boundaries. मुझे दिक्कत आई शुरू में. I asked Vishali ma'am how to go about it. She gave me some tips also, which I followed, and they really worked for me. Then I sign my first client, or when they make payment of any package or whatever, there is a WhatsApp message that goes to my clients mentioning all kinds of terms and conditions, which I follow till they are with me. For example, about the overtime, about postponing, canceling, rescheduling the sessions, how therapy sessions would look like, how they can communicate with me post sessions. So everything is clear to them. This makes my client feel that they are talking to a professional and an expert. So I thoroughly work on principle of trust, care, respect, and benefit. If it's not mutual, I do not enter into any kind of relationship with that individual as a therapist. And I got to know about it in my clarity call itself. So, this is about setting the boundaries with your clients as a therapist. Number fifth is taking action. I have picked this line from one of the posts of Vishali ma'am only. She once said that universe gives you opportunity to take that leap. And if you do not take that leap, you never know when these opportunities will again happen to you. Maybe you might have to wait for a very long time period. So it's better to take action as soon as possible. इससे पहले हमने जितने 4 पॉइंट्स की बात करी है सब वेस्ट है टाइम का एनर्जी का if we are not taking action. PDP is making us future entrepreneurs, businesswomen who are fully equipped with skills and mindsets. We have to motivate ourselves by pushing us to take action daily. कोई नहीं आएगा बोलने के लिए कि उठो आपका बिजनेस है डूब जाएगा. आपको खुद मोटिवेट करना है. You have to develop that passion, that commitment to become that extraordinary person. Last but not the least, in various MPP broadcasts, ma'am has told the PDP trainees who were, she used to like till last day, when I was hearing her MPP broadcast on Telegram channel, she was talking about financial mindset. She was asking us what makes us define our skills and expertise and what kind of relationship do we have with the finance or the income we want to earn. So from there, I understood that right from the first day of my practicing, I am not going to overcharge or undercharge my clients, and I am going to whatever I'm charging will be aligned to my expertise, my skills. I never doubted affordability of my clients. I never disrespected them by doubting whether they would be able to pay me or not. I am now charging for my clarity call as well, because though it's a nominal amount, but because when I was not charging it before, clients were not taking me seriously. But since the day I started charging, I thought of my own growth in terms of revenues. The universe is, sending me the genuine, authentic clients who are willing to work 100% on themselves, on their mental health issues. Here, I want to share one tip with all my friends and all the viewers right now. My clients do not leave that clarity call without any takeaway. Like, Vishali ma'am always asks, what are the takeaways from this particular session you have learned? Similarly, I apply the same thing with my clients. I give them a takeaway in a form of a sweet little technique or an activity जो वो घर लेकर जाते हैं. और जब उन्हें ये डिसीजन लेना होता है whether they want to continue me as a therapist, they feel कि एक इस टेक्निक से, छोटी सी टेक्निक जो क्लैरिटी कॉल में हुई, उससे उन्हें इतना बेनिफिट हुआ है, तो थेरेपी सेशंस कैसे होंगे? तो that makes an impact. Now, since I have mentioned all those 6 factors, I would like to say that every day when I get up in the morning, I talk to myself and I tell myself I took actions every single day. I'm still taking those actions and I am not going to stop. Thank you, Ishali ma'am, for everything that you have given to me. Um, the all kinds of expertise, skill sets, confidence, and being successful in my field. What are the tips and how to go about them? Everything you have guided me inside PDP. It's a program that should be purchased and invested without any single thought. And the benefits are so many that cannot be completed in just this kind of live. So anyone can approach to me personally, I can guide them. And the good thing is many people are already approaching. Yesterday only I received a call about knowing the PDP program. So, I'm very happy that people are getting enlightened and getting aware of developing and investing. The women are developing and thinking of upskilling themselves, investing in their own self. And that's the sign of growth mindset. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh my God, Rupali, I feel like this session should continue going on. There is so much of wisdom and value that you have shared with everybody who is listening to you. People are also praising you in the comment box. It is actually so damn valuable, guys. Rupali has been powerful. The only thing that PDP has done is amplified her growth. She was always meant to be successful, but now when I see her, I see. I mean, all of you see her and you see her as such a powerful woman who's running a practice, who's changing lives. And Rupali, what you have shared with us today, I think it's going to go very, very, very long way. People can see that embodiment that we talk about. You are a real, example of that. So whatever we are talking about, we can feel that, you have lived these things. You have worked on your own fears, your own limiting beliefs to reach where you are today. We see you showing up on Instagram every single day. We've seen how confidently you have conducted this live, coming so far so quickly. And like, these golden words that you said, we need to take the leap. We need to have conviction in the work that we are doing. Live example on mindset as well. Absolutely. So like how you said, how it is so important for us to have the right relationship with money, that confidence, how you're valuing your time. The moment you started valuing your time, people started valuing your services. The moment you started valuing your clarity call, people started valuing you as well. So that value, you first need to give that value to yourself. Like Rupali mentioned, I'm just sharing and briefing whatever she said. But the way she mentioned that women are finding themselves worthy of investing in themselves. I have had so many people who come to PDP or any other program and they tell me, this is one of the biggest investments that we have made so far, but it is the foot in the door. Reason, I see women not feeling themselves worthy of investing in themselves. I mean, they would say that, we could invest X amount for our kids, for our husband, for getting them gifts and so on. Do you find yourself also worthy of those investments? That's such an important question that you need to ask yourself. Absolutely. So, one of us is saying coming so far so quickly, perfect embodiment. Indeed. Awesome, Rupali. Is there anything else that you would like to share with all of us before we wrap up and move to our next trainee for the day?
That's all, ma'am. I would like to thank you for allowing me to be part of this prestigious platform where you share your valuable insights, which are based completely on your learnings and experiences, with the whole sole aim of developing a community of successful and confident psychologists. Thank you so much, ma'am. Stay blessed.
Thank you so much, Rupali. It was so lovely having you here. Thank you for becoming the example for all the counseling psychologists, all the women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or whatsoever all the housewives who are still thinking that, I want to do something. Thank you for becoming that example for all of them, for leading the pathway for them, for all the psychologists who are still thinking, should I or should I not charge for my services? Should I or should I not keep a boundary? You have led the way for them. So I'm so grateful to you for doing this. I mean, there are so many souls who are seeing you right now. The aligned ones will be seeing you in future also once I put up this recording. Guys, get in touch with Rupali. Her page name is Talk and Heal. Talk, I think underscore ND Heal. You'll be able to find it in my following or followers. And get in touch with her. When I was saying in the beginning of this interview that you need to be very mindful of the community that you are in, I am talking about the community of these successful psychologists. You will either match your level to them or you will match your level to the community. So you are a sum of 5 people that you spend most time with. And if one of those people has to be Rupali, one of those people has to be the people who are already at the level that you want to reach. So match their footsteps, get there, change your community. Thank you so much, Rupali. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank
lovely
you.
having you today.
Same here, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Awesome. All right, guys. And yes, with this, we wrapped up the first interview of the day. I have one more trainee that I'm going to invite. But before that, I want to share with all of you that I am hosting a 3 days abundance practice broadcast experience where I am sharing these mindset and skill set strategies. Not skill set, I would say the marketing and the mindset strategies in this 3 days broadcast, which is happening starting this 20th of the month. If you have not signed up for the same, please do that. It's going to change your life. The amount of value that I'm planning to deliver here, the amount of mindset shifts that you're going to have there is going to blow up your mind. If you have not stepped into my world yet, now is your time. Okay. And after that, I do want you to, let that be the starter of the leaves that you take up. Let's go ahead, guys. Now it is time to invite our next trainee, next alumni. I was talking about Rupali hitting a 40K September month. I am now talking about Arpita. Arpita has just closed a 2K per counseling session client. I love the way Arpita moves. She is such an incredibly confident woman. I mean, I remember when she was about to step inside PDP, there was so much of to and fro conversation. And now these women come and they're like, you should just step inside PDP without a thought. So I remember when she was coming, she had certain questions. She also, spoke to a lot of PDP trainees and did all of that. She stepped in, she went through the brand building and financial mindset modules, came to me and said, she wrote a complete paragraph and told me, oh my God, this is exactly what I was looking for. Where have you been all my life? So the level of shifts that she had just through that starting point was incredible. For most people it is. And then they become unrecognizable in those 6 months. That's what PDP does to you. But I want you to get started with Abundance Practice broadcast as well. That's happening starting this 20th of the month. If you're a PDP trainee, that's already included. Another 3 months of Abundance Practice broadcast is already included in your package if you are stepping inside PDP before 20th of this month. So you can choose, get into my world, whether it is an Abundance Practice broadcast or PDP or any other way. Just get started, make that move. You're worthy of that investment. You are worthy of changing your life. Let's do that, guys. Perfect. Now let me invite Arpita. Let's meet Arpita. I am just bringing her in. Awesome. So far, tell me, how are all of you feeling in the comment box? How are you feeling? Put it down. Tell me, what is the energy of today's Instagram live? I think Arpita is here. I can't see you, Arpita. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't see you.
I can see you, ma'am.
Yes. You can see me. Guys, can we all see Arpita? Why does Instagram does this to all of us? I can't see you, Arpita.
I can see you, ma'am.
Do you want to switch off your camera and start again, maybe? So that I can
Okay.
see you too. I want to see you and speak to you. Tell me, give me one word for the energy of today's live session, guys. What are your takeaways? What are you taking away from today's session? What's happening? Okay. No, I can't see you. Should I continue this way?
It's okay, ma'am. I can see you.
Perfect. Let's go. All right, guys. We have Arpita with us. I can't see her, but all of you can. So let's go. Arpita, let's start by listening to your journey. Start telling us right from the very beginning. It's gonna be fun listening to her. Let's go. Go ahead, Arpita.
Okay. So it all started when during the COVID, I realized I am a teacher also. I'm an educator. I realized that many children they need a proper guidance or counseling. At that time, I never knew that what the counseling exactly is. So I was doing B.Ed also during that time. My mentor asked me to do masters in psychology, but during that time also I was not at all clear that what is exactly counseling. See, if you are talking about counseling, there it is not just advice giving, it is not suggestion, or it is not just a frank talk or loose talk. It is not like that. I realized that because when you give advice, people don't value or do not follow that. Let the part of value be, but people do not follow that. So my main motto was to learn to how to heal, make people heal, and how they should come out of their pains or their difficult times. So it included children and parents also. Okay. So because many a times I had counseled parents, children, and they really liked it. But the thing is, the difference between the counseling and just having a loose or simple talk is that people do not follow, people do not know the difference. So then I asked my HOD of my college that what should I do, because I want to see. I am a teacher, but a teacher is what only the teacher is the person only who teaches, who wants children to only study, study, study. But that was not my cup of tea. I wanted really children to learn from within, to have happy learning or happy life. Very tiny children, they are being burdened with studies and with routines and so many things, which we as a human being, we are totally different. Everyone is different. Two siblings, two twins are different. So then I realized that I need to go, and I asked ma'am that, see, teaching is something which I like, but I want children to develop in their quality, in their quality of life, the way they live. They need to be happy. And then she gave me she told me to follow you to join this course. Or at that time I remember that it was just 10K or something your fees was. And I was at that time also, I was worried. I doubted whether I should invest or not, this or not. Or and then I realized कि अभी तक तो masters हुआ नहीं है. So let the masters complete and then I will do. But day after day, because I was in a teaching field, I realized that there was intense need of proper counseling to the children. I saw children who were into the clinical side also, where I couldn't do anything. But then at that time I thought, no, my thing where I have to work is counseling. And then I went through your programs, your free trainings, and so much. At that time only I realized that you were giving so much and so much of hard work and so many things. And the knowledge which you gave was totally, what books is, theory is completely different, and what practical it is, just a minute, what practical we learn is completely different. Free session, I remember you, I I'm so fortunate that you went through my handwriting analysis. I really liked the way you conducted those sessions. And then I resigned my school job because I never wanted that, to push the children or to go like just to bombard, just give parents advice, aise mat karo, do this, do that, nothing doing. Then after my resignation, I gave a thought, what should I do? During that time also my masters was just going on. And then I attended every of your orientation. I am really telling you, I have troubled ma'am a lot. I attended live sessions, orientations, and I asked so many questions related to finance also. Now, this is, I would like to specify this, that it is just a miracle or something like that. I feel getting into PDP is also like, you need to have the faith in God, to have the true and valuable ethical practice. So I really prayed God ki I want to go ethically with people. But then I told ma'am, I'm not going to enter into PDP unless and until I earn by myself. Now I have resigned the job, but the day I earn, I will sign up PDP. And you won't believe that the day I prayed, I talked to ma'am. The very next day, I got the offer for teaching, work from home teaching. And that money itself, I invested in PDP. So I was just thinking, how did it match? I talked to ma'am also, ma'am, how did it go? Like somewhere the spiritual energies match, somewhere, that wavelength matches. I convinced my parents, my mentors that please let me do this. Though now the fees was almost 3 or 4 times, but then I invested because I really wanted to learn and see the difference. Then when I entered into this, the first thing is financial mindset. My financial mindset changed was brand building modules, wherein I realized that my story matched exactly with the ma'am stories. Like she is from humble background, I am from humble background. How did she work hard and how did I work hard? But the gap was about the mindset which she changed, the hard work which she got the proper direction. And I wanted that, I really wanted that. See, there is the you have, many times you have knowledge, you have everything, but what the thing is how to apply and how to have that proper direction, that is very necessary. So even though I had experience with children, I had a degree in my hand till while, like I was into last semester of my masters. I had almost I had a degree in my hand, but still I was not confident. But the day I listened to financial mindset module of brand building, it really changed everything. Wherein ma'am had described clearly that everyone is being taken care of, and it's not only that, you know you asking money or someone bargaining or nothing like that. Everyone is being taken care, and you need to attract that kind of energy. So I remember when I took my first free client for graphology also, she had very nice energy related to mindset only, that she used to do meditation and she had abundance mindset. I told ma'am also earlier that, so ma'am told that kind of clients you are attracting. So my complete, even though I had knowledge, but the thing which I learned was, even though many people, ma'am, I have come across many people who have done CBT, who have done specialization in many courses, and so many, they have invested in lakhs, but then still they cannot do what I can do. It is just because ma'am, it is because your guidance, your way of teaching, and the practical thing, which is like ma'ams ask us to study on practical issues on in a breakout room where we are as a client and a counselor, and when we work on our issues, it comes out, everything is clear, like you are pure from inside. This is what I mentioned to everyone. So now I am getting the clients who wanted to be like me, and I have referred them to Vaishali ma'am. They wanted to be like me because they tell me, how do you counsel, the way you present yourself on Instagram. Now Instagram also has a big story. But then, yes, it is complete change of financial mindset, a step by step process where ma'am teaches everything. But yes, she will never answer directly. She will ask you to think about yourself, you to give your answers, and that also in a clear way, point wise. So yes, this was everything till now. And then first I also signed up my clients for 1K, 1.5K. Then during the last live session, I think so on Saturday, I attended ma'am's live session, and it is like just a revision for me. I told ma'am that, ma'am, this was it revised everything about me. I was just checking. Rapport building, yes, I do that. Then thinking about the client's problem, yes, I do that. And the strategies, planning the strategies at that very moment, yes, that comes from within. When you enter into the PDP, everything, like all the strategies, techniques come from within. So much of practice and so many tools, so many of, techniques are there. Like I cannot count whether there are 300 or more, or it may be 500. I really don't know. But yes, now those are on my fingertips. And the way she tells key termination and everything, it just, my session goes so swiftly. I do not do like like case history, and all those things are just removed. Like all formalities and everything is removed. Yes, but there is a strategic planning, there is a technique, and so much of, I have learned so much in PDP. Proper ways to counsel parents, to counsel children. Yes. So this was all about my journey, my shift of financial mindset. Even before, I was too much insecure about investing, about earning, not about earning, but investing, and then, having faith on others. But yes, when I came across ma'am, and the first module, first my therapy was CBT, and it gave so much. I thought, hi, this is so much. I never expected that मुझे इतना hard work करना पड़ेगा. Like, I am speaking the truth that when you have to work, when you are really a hard worker, you really have to take efforts. PDP is the right place. Because see, there are certifications, there are courses in universities and many, but practical practice or practical things are the most important things which I learned in PDP, and I did that by myself. So my faith also increased. I realized that people are good, and if there should be give and take, to and fro of money also. It's not just hoarding. I removed the hoarding mindset. I used to save a lot, save. Then I realized so many things. There were so many losses also. I never thought of those losses also, that there have been losses also. I need to take the money out also. So after this, I thought of investing on myself. I have joined yoga also, like online yoga, just because I shifted my mindset. What is necessary for me is necessary. It has to be. So there, money is not the thing which should be the barrier for your growth. And yes, so these are so many of mindsets, my insecurities, my low self-esteem, my low faith in God, or something like that. There was a faith, but see, when you also, everyone needs evidence, right? So this was an evidence. And when I am getting a client, now this client of 2K also, which I signed, the client was really very nice. Means, the thing is, there were some issues, there were concerns with the child, but the mother and child, they practice meditation, they practice very good things, skill set and everything. So these kind of clients I'm attracting, I'm really very happy. Where I don't know that how freely that session goes, or whether it is a magic in with Almighty or something like that, or the credit which I give is to Vaishali ma'am, where she has built so much of confidence. Like Saturday, I listened to the live and I signed the session that day. I did not need to do any bargaining. I discussed with my colleagues, my PDPNs, that I do little bit of bargaining because I have troubled ma'am. No, that's why. So now, now, now when I remove that, that mindset, ki no, if ma'am is doing so much, and if we are being trained in that way, if we have done so much of hard work in PDP, it's really a hard work. It's not like people say ki हाँ ये तो, it's like some other course, it can be done online है तो क्या हुआ. It is not at all like that. Everything is being marked and ma'am is so accountable with every activity, everything. I'm really blessed to have ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Arpita. I was trying to unmute earlier, but Instagram was not allowing me to. So then you continue. Thank you. What Arpita has shared right now is, guys, you got to see this. When she shifted her mindset from, undervaluing something else, she started valuing others, their skill set, their expertise. She started valuing her own skill set and expertise also. And that's when people started valuing her. And when she says, I am attracting a higher level of client, she is not talking about clients who probably don't have problems, who don't have anxiety, fear, stress, worry, or so on. She is talking about the level of client who values her and what she has to offer. Like, what Rupali said, a client who respects her, who trusts her, who values her standards, and all the 4 points that she mentioned. This is what she means when she's talking about a high level client. And when Arpita is able to sign up, a 2K client, increase her investment, still sign up client without all of that, undervaluing or bargaining into and fro. This is what is meant by the same. So Arpita, I am super proud of how far you have come. If you have to share, say just 3 financial mindset, I would say 3 financial mindset lessons that you follow, that you want to give to all of our audience right now here, what would that be? What is it that you follow that you want other people to start following? Because you just signed a client at an investment, and a lot of people take 10 sessions to reach that investment. So I want you to share with everybody 3 principles of financial mindset that you follow, that you probably learned from me, or observed from me. And what would you like to tell to everybody out here who's listening to you?
So, ma'am, first is it is not always taking. It is more of give and take. When I give the client like a session, so it is not every time like it is easy. Easy means because it is easy because of your techniques and everything. But behind that, there was lot of study. There was lot of hard work. So whatever, having faith first is, it is give and take. So never mind ki, how can I charge so much, right? Because if you are charging, you are also giving also, no? Like I am paying for my yoga teacher. I am, I am really respecting my teachers, and that ma'am also knows. And second thing is having faith on yourself and faith on others. Faith on yourself is your skill set, your hard work. You are exactly giving what others require, or maybe sometimes more of what others require. It is like that is a technique, that is a skill set where you give in that stipulated time, you give so much to the client that they are ready. And third is having the confidence. Like I have received the clients. People have started recognizing me because they see the confidence in me, and this confidence, it has come from the skill set. So first is you need to have the clarity in mind that there is a give and take, and someday if you are paying, you will receive it in some or other ways without expectation. This should go without expectation. Second is having the faith in Almighty that everything is going to be good. Yes, the other person is also trustworthy. Even I am the trustful person. And the third is confidence in yourself, in the Almighty, in the everything, on your knowledge. on your skill set, on your mentors, I would say. When I charge 2K, that confidence comes from me. When I charge, I can see the face of my mentors, Vaishali ma'am, my B.Ed mentors, and like it is so much that yes, they are behind me. They are with me. So these three things I follow ritually, or and it's not always receiving also, ma'am. When now recently I got an offer of 60K per month for a relationship counseling.
Oh
It
my
had
God.
all the things which it was not my cup of tea. It was not going with my values,
Hmm.
which was not like I was not being comfortable with that. Even though they were ready to give the training session and everything, but I denied because I had that clarity. I know I am confident about what I am practicing. I know my niche, what it is. It is children and parents. So
Absolutely.
it is not about money. I would have signed that 60K ka bond, and I would have got training also. I would have earned also. But it is not everything related to that. It is your clarity, what you really want. So
Absolutely. The level,
so
Arpita, sorry I'm pausing you, but the level at which Arpita is talking right now, it takes a whole different level of abundance mindset. Saying no to something that does not align with you, believing that something better would be on my way, which I am truly meant for, that's a whole next level of abundance mindset that she's talking about. I say no to some trainees who are not ready for PDP right now. They get rejection emails. But I also push some people into PDP whom I know it's going to benefit them. That takes a whole next level of abundance mindset. Please carry on, Arpita. I just wanted to tell everybody.
it is not every time that receiving. Now, when I can spend my, my relatives start saying, have started, you invest on yourself. Now I'm trying to, I'm having the clarity what I need to do. Investment in property, or in, many things. Women love gold, and so many things are there. But then now, what is my clarity? What I need, that I think. So there is a clarity also. You need to have very much of clarity. It is not every time. Now when ma'am is also offering something, it is, she gives like way more than. Now I would say, like, I have started loving Shah Rukh Khan because he does that abundance acting, like essay. So ma'am gives so much, like so much is there into, and she keeps on, when the rates of PDP are increasing, she keeps on uh, making those improvements, making those changes, and that level. I really have faith the way ma'am is charging and what the changes she is making, and really I am really inspired by ma'am and I really follow her, that how she takes a leap, just not having with the old knowledge pattern or something. She offers many different things. The same way, now when I charged 2K, it was the knowledge of ma'am's, no, ma'am's some tips, or those, that whatever I have learned, that was a revision. I have attended the parenting summit also. I have been approached the schools also. Now I know what I am. If you know what you are, definitely there is no way of saying yes or no. You have clarity in your mind. So that is all. Like financial mindset is having clarity what you really want.
So true. Guys, I'm going to sum up what Arpita has just shared with all of you. She talked about exchange of energy. Money is an energy and an exchange of energy. Earlier, like she said, like she said that she resonated with me. There was a hoarding mindset, saving, 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 and saving. That comes from a space of that I need to save for future. Maybe some bad situation is going to happen in future for which I need to save. That means you're manifesting that some bad situation is going to come in. Even if it is not meant to come in, you're saving for it and you're preparing for that. You're not preparing for success, you're preparing for a bad situation that might come in future. And that's how you are aligning all your actions. So the first thing that she has talked about is stepping out of that hoarding mindset into the abundance mindset. The second thing that Arpita has talked about today is faith, You're always being taken care of. I give them so many exercises inside PDP. Thank you so much, Sandeep ji. It's so nice to see you as well. I give them so many exercises inside Abundance Practice broadcast, which is currently a part of PDP and will be, taken off once at the end of this year. But we talk about these exercises which is something I'm giving you as well, which I want you to practice if you're watching this live session, and then put it in the comment boxes once this live expires. We talk about that what are, think about right from the beginning of your life, and think about all the hurdles that have come in your life and all the times that you probably think that there have been so many difficulties, and jot down how have you always been taken care of. No matter the circumstance, no matter something that you took a leap into, everything has always been taken care of. If I can study as super young, a 15-year-old on my own, manage my finances because I had a dream to do something, if I can take psyche to this level, create an army of confident psychologists, if Arpita can charge 2K today and maybe 5K tomorrow, if Rupali can take that leap, these women believed in themselves and they believed in the universe that whatever they're asking for, whatever they believe they're capable of, they are going to receive it. So that deep faith in universe, in God, without attaching your self-worth to it, it is going to happen no matter when, no matter how. It's just going to happen because I believe I am only going to focus upon creating my own worth. The secret of these women that you're seeing in front of you is not some magical strategy or something that they just thought is going to happen and it happened. Arpita has prepared herself to receive what she has received today for the last 6-8 months inside PDP. Or maybe even before that, when she left her job, she trusted in the universe and she took the leap that I'm not meant for this. I know I'm meant for something better and that's going to come my way. I see so many people doing that. When Rupali, at whatever age she is, she stepped into masters in psychology. She took that leap of faith. I know I'm meant for something big. I am going to take the first step. I know things are going to align into the place. I know I'm meant for a certain meaning and purpose. She prepared herself for who she is today. 1 month after PDP, she's hitting these numbers. And it has nothing to do with numbers. It is about the lives that they are changing. It's about them realizing what they are truly meant for. And that requires a leap. That takes so much of confidence in yourself. That takes so much of faith in universe. That takes you preparing yourself for that thing. So what the key point that I'm giving you here is, if you have a goal that you want to achieve, if you want to become a successful psychologist, if you want to become a confident psychologist or whatsoever, it is not about when, it's not about putting a deadline. It's not about all of those things. It is about you starting to prepare yourself for that thing right now. I tell them, the moment you're ready, the client will appear. The moment you're ready, the client will appear. Rupali got ready in 2 months. Arpita got ready during the PDP itself. Or even before that. She prepared herself. You have to get ready to receive. That's when what you're meant for is going to come your way. This is what Arpita is sharing with you. We, the women inside PDP, continue to take leaps. I'm not saying that there are not men inside PDP. There are people. But we continue to take leaps. We continue to move to our higher level. Shifts start happening. When you are ready to receive, the client will appear. When you're ready to receive, the client without a price objection will appear. When you're ready to receive, your, the number of following that you have on Instagram is going to take a leap. You have to get ready to receive it. So the question that you need to ask yourself today, are you ready for it? Are you ready for the client that you're probably looking for? Are you ready to receive X amount in your bank account that you're looking for? Are you ready to change the life of the person? You say you want to sit on the counselor's chair. Are you ready to transform the life of the person that you want to transform? Are you ready for it in terms of skill set, mindset, the expertise, the confidence, and all of those things? If not, the next question that I want you to journal after today's session is, what are you doing right now to get there? That's your wake-up call. That's what's going to take you to building a successful practice. What Arpita has shared with you is wholesome of knowledge of abundance mindset, of financial mindset. Unless you correct that, you're only going to be playing at just one time out of, the 100x potential that you have. You're just playing 1x of the same. Perfect. Thank you so much, Arpita. Is there anything else that you would like to add before we wrap up?
It's like just jump into PDP without any doubt, without any thought, or without thinking too much, because there is so much inside PDP, and you need to have clarity. Like now, how ma'am said that you need to have journaling. I don't know, like I have started, this is what I have started to be grateful and to visualize and which good deeds I do. And this is what my clients also follow. This is the one very good exercise. And same way ma'am always tells us, when you try to journalize, when you think about, you will just see yes, yes, yes for the PDP. And if you are really aligned, just don't think of money. Everything will come back in very nice way, in abundant way. If you are thinking just about money, think about working on yourself. So much you get when you are working on yourself. So yes, PDP is just yes, yes, yes program.
I also want to share with you what Arpita just said. Arpita is a huge example of that level of conviction and determination. She gave herself. A lot of us women, a lot of us psychologists also, I don't know why I'm saying women again and again, I'm interviewing women today, but a lot of us do not give this permission to ourselves to take the leap. We don't give ourselves this permission to invest in ourselves. We don't give ourselves permission to rise from our fears. I see us playing the same loop of fears again and again. What if I did this? What if that happened? And so on. We don't give ourselves permission. The example that Arpita is showing you right now, it's, guys, it's not about PDP. When it feels aligned to you, that's a whole different story. But I am talking about your life right now. I am talking about, are you giving yourself the permission to take this to a whole next level, or are you still playing small? Because it wasn't until Arpita actually decided, she gave herself the permission ticket that I'm going to step inside PDP and I'm going to do that no matter what. Universe listened to her. She got a job right away like this, and she stepped in. She gave herself the permission to do that. She gave herself the permission to change her life. She felt herself worthy of a certain investment. She felt herself worthy of moving to a whole next level. That's what I want you to ask yourself. Are you giving yourself the permission to move to your next level, or are you just settling in where you see everybody else doing? Are you just simply like, okay, this feels like my comfort zone? That woman is charging 500, she's really nice, and you're giving yourself justifications as to why that is right, even though it means you are overworking 16 to 18 hours a day. And that's a whole different story again. It goes into your inner child healing, your wounded masculine, and so on, which I was recently reading about. What are you doing to yourself? Your first responsibility, your first duty is towards something that God has given you on the very first day, which is you. What you need to work upon is improving yourself first, becoming the version of you that you're meant to be. And once you do that, that is when you're going to get ready to serve other people. And if that is not happening right now, that means you're not at that level. I just say this one simple thing. The moment you are ready to serve clients, you're going to start getting those clients. The moment you are ready to receive X amount, you're going to get that. The moment you're ready to change lives, that success is going to come your way. If that is not happening right now, it is not going to happen by reading books. It's not going to happen by simply attending workshops passively. It's going to happen by you discovering the hell lot of potential that God has filled inside of you, that you're really meant for. Unless you discover that potential, unless you step from fear to faith, it's not going to happen. You're going to ask yourself, are you operating from fear or faith? How can you switch this fear to faith? On a personal end, Arpita is still sitting here. I can't see her, so I'm going on. But on a personal end, My mom is a polar opposite of who I am. So she operates a lot from fear. What if this happens? You have to come home by X time, and all of those things. She operates a lot from fear, and I operate a lot of from faith. And one, sentence that I use, it's not about us being polar opposites. It's about how I shift her fear to faith. I tell her that I believe more in my faith in God more than what you believe in your fears. So my faith into something is stronger than your fears into something. I believe that my faith has so much more potential than anybody's fears would ever have, and I'm always being taken care of. Simple mindset, abundance mindset that we operate from. Do you believe more in your fears or do you believe more in your faith? This is not a counseling story. This is a mindset story that I'm talking about. Working on anxiety has different techniques that we do, but I'm telling you how I reframe things and how I move and how Arpita moves, how each one of us move inside PDP. The first thing we do is move with fears. Even if you're afraid, we shift it. Awesome, guys. So Arpita has shared her story with you. Arpita, is there anything else that you want to add up before I wrap up the session?
No, ma'am. Everything I have said, like financial and every like there are so many techniques, and really when you use those techniques, when you practice, it comes very